Welcome to OC6. We have a lot of awesome stuff to go through and show you all today. But first, I wanted to start off by, I've been saying for a while that we think that augmented and virtual reality are going to be the next major computing platform. And I just wanted to start off by talking for a little bit about why. Back even before I started Facebook, when I was still in college, I was studying psychology and computer science. Right? Because for a lot of us here, it's not just about building technology. It's about building technology that works the way that we do. And the first thing that you learn in Psychology 101 is you go through the anatomy of the brain, and you start learning just how much our brains have evolved and how most of them is really about connecting and communicating with other people. And so you have the language centers that almost no other animal has. You have the visual cortex, where we're especially dialed in to understanding people's emotions, right? If you're talking to someone and they move their eyebrow a millimeter or their cheek a little bit, you're going to notice because that means a completely different thing, whereas if something moves over there, you're probably not even going to pay attention. We have our mirror neurons that when we're interacting with another person, we understand what's going on in them and inside of us. So we experience the world through this feeling of presence and the interactions that we get with other people, which is why Facebook's technology vision has always been about putting people at the center of your computing experience. And we've mostly done that so far through building apps. And I don't think it's an accident that a lot of the top used and biggest apps that are out there are social experiences that put people at the center of the experience, because that's how we process things. But there's only so much that you can do with apps, right, without also shaping and improving the underlying platform. And I find it shocking that we're here in 2019 and our phones and our computers are still organized around apps and tasks and not people and the things that we're actually there present with. So, I feel like we can help all of us together deliver a unique contribution to this field by helping to ensure that the next platform changes this. And the defining aspect of augmented and virtual reality is that they deliver this sense of presence, right, that no other technology platform before has ever delivered. You feel like you're right there with another person or in another place. And now, sure, we have a lot of work to do before we're going to get to that perfect form factor that we all want. But you can already see glimpses today of how the devices that we're all working on are helping to deliver a feeling where we are more present with the people that we're interacting with there, not less, like a lot of the other platforms that are out there today. So longer term, and I think that this is going to add up to a lot of really big changes. We're going to be able to live anywhere that we want and be able to feel like we're present with the people and the jobs and opportunities that we want to have access to anywhere we want. So that's why I'm so excited about this. And I know that a lot of you are working on this because you're excited about similar things, and it's awesome to be on this journey together.
Virtual reality is a relatively new multi-billion-dollar industry that is growing fast every year. A new study suggests that virtual reality's market worth will reach over $100 billion in 2027. Many people think virtual reality is mainly used for games, but a large portion of the content in VR is not game-related. Virtual reality has dominated tech headlines in recent years, and its applications have engulfed a variety of non-related fields, including the military, education, medical training, mental health, sports, etc. But what exactly is virtual reality? As the name suggests, VR is basically a simulated reality from a system that uses headsets to generate realistic images, sounds, and other sensations that simulate a user's physical presence in a virtual world. A person using virtual reality equipment is able to look around the artificial world, move around in it, and interact with its virtual features. The VR headset consists of a head-mounted display with a small screen in front of the eyes and typically incorporates auditory and video feedback. But new and improved haptic technologies may enable other types of sensory-enforced feedback, like the sense of touch or smell, and even the simulation of gravity where you can feel the weight of an object. This is particularly useful for training soldiers for combat situations where they can reenact a dangerous event or engage with an enemy, of course without the risk of death or serious injury. VR has also been adopted in education for learning and teaching. Students can interact with each other in a 3D environment. They can take virtual field trips, for instance, to museums, explore the solar system, and go back to different eras. Medical students use VR to practice surgeries on virtual patients, which allows them to develop and sharpen their skills for real-world situations. Virtual reality has also been used to treat post-traumatic stress, anxiety, phobias, and even depression, where patients are exposed and reenact traumatic events under safe and controlled conditions in which they come in contact with the things they fear. The sports industry has also been affected in many ways by virtual reality. VR is being used to train athletes and help measure athletic performance. It's been suggested that the viewer's experience in sports will be completely revolutionized in the near future. Now, broadcasters stream live games in VR and are preparing to one day sell virtual tickets to live events. Imagine instead of sitting in your seat at the stadium of your favorite sport, you just put your VR headset on and you are in the middle of the field, running alongside your teammates, not just watching the game, but living it in high definition. That's the promise of virtual reality in the coming years. Another entertainment industry that will change dramatically in the near future due to VR is gaming. One might argue that virtual reality has already revolutionized the industry of gaming, with games like Boneworks, Lone Echo, Resident Evil 7, etc. It's been hypothesized that gaming will absorb the film industry entirely, and the only remaining difference between a game and a movie will be the choice to interact or not interact with the storyline. Possibly, most people will prefer to become the protagonist of a storyline and engage with it with all their senses on their own terms, rather than just sit on a chair in a theater and watch someone else perform. The near future is going to be truly exciting to witness.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be ahead of the technology curve, to be part of the shift? Instead of watching from the sidelines, to actually know what's next instead of just wondering? Now think about if you could participate in and earn money off of the technology of the future today. Well, now's your chance. Welcome to GPS. I'm Danny Bay, chairman and co-founder of this innovative company. We're transforming the way people communicate, learn, grow, and experience life through our groundbreaking VR and AR technology. GPS offers the world's best all-in-one VR headset Pico G2 that delivers an unparalleled experience. Think VR and AR are just for gamers? Think again. We partnered with VRLU to bring you the world's first VR personal development and entertainment content platform that takes you beyond your imagination and puts you inside the action with the most respected, sought-after industry experts. Imagine making dinner in the kitchen with America's hottest chef, learning to shoot a basket side-by-side legendary athletes, not just watching a concert, but actually experiencing it with all your senses. GPS is making it all possible and more. The VR industry is already worth over $27 billion and is well on its way to being worth over $800 billion in the next 5 years alone. Remember when cell phones were for the rich and famous and people were shopping in-line, not online? Now we can't imagine our lives without these things. That's the future of VR, with millions of homes already using this technology and millions more waiting to try it. And businesses are getting in on the action too, with major retailers already using VR to train and onboard employees and to give customers an opportunity to experience before purchasing. It's not a question of if, it's simply a matter of when. And through the innovative yet proven GPS business model, we are empowering people just like you to build a business, be your own boss, become a leader in a new commerce that's growing at a rate of 30 times over. By simply sharing this incredible technology, you're positioned to earn income right now off the future of how people live, work, and play. With GPS, that's not virtual reality, it's just reality. And it's yours to experience. Get ready to upgrade your reality and your life with GPS.